Hello, class. Let's take a look around our Canvas page. A lot of this I will cover in class, and you can ask questions and we'll figure it out together. But I wanted to make a video just so you can have a reference point in case you need a little extra help. So I try to keep our Canvas page pretty simple. I don't want to overwhelm you with a lot of unnecessary links or information. So you'll notice over here on your left menu that you have some choices. And when you log into Canvas, the first place you want to go almost always is going to be the modules. So the modules are going to contain all of the reading pages, your textbook, as well as all the assignments and your submission links. So let's check that out. Let's go there. And right now I'm only letting you see the first week's module because I don't want to overwhelm you, but eventually you're going to see all the pages. But right now I just have 2 weeks open because I don't want to get your brain fried before the class starts. So let's take it a little slow and let's start with the first page. And you'll notice that the first link is available. It's available to open, and then when we open it you can read each page in order, and then always make sure you're clicking on the next arrow at the bottom of the page because then that will go to the very next page and it will open it up for you so that it's not locked. Okay, let me return to the module view. So I have a lot of tech information in the first section here, including purchasing your textbook, which I consider to be the first thing that you should do as soon as you can, because once you purchase your textbook, then a lot of other pages will load up in your modules, including all the pages of the textbook. If you don't purchase the book, then you're not going to have access to the quizzes and to some of the other resources. So please make sure that you do that as soon as you can. And then the rest of the pages are really getting started, tech support, etc. And it continues down to the next section. This is also for us for week 1. And I have some assignments for you to complete here. So please read these pages in order as well. And then you're going to get down to your first assignment, which has the globe. I always put the globe symbol for our discussion posts just to remind you that it's like public of the world where everyone can see your postings. So here I'm asking you to submit a video and I'm asking you to talk about a couple different things to introduce yourself. So I have a list of questions for you, and you're going to record a short video and then upload it for us so that we can all see each other's videos and maybe comment to each other, and just a good way to get to know each other, especially for those of you who maybe are a little bit shy about speaking in class. It's just a nice way for everybody to have a good voice, an equal voice. For our first week, I have also a really great essay for you to read. It's a personal essay by the writer Chang Rae Lee, and he's writing about his Korean family and some of the food that they ate at Thanksgiving, at their first American Thanksgiving. And it's just a really nice example of personal writing. And I hope that that will inspire you, because then I'm asking you to do a little writing. I'm calling this writing practice number 1. And this is due Sunday night, February 22nd. So take a look at that, and we will talk about this in class. So if you have any questions about these assignments, we can definitely go over them together. Okay, so our modules, they will expand and get bigger and bigger, but for now, once you purchase the textbook, this is what the chapters will look like. So you can always go back and click on any of the links to access your textbook. Now, for the rest of the Canvas page, I have some important information located on the syllabus link. So a syllabus link just tells you what the rules are of the class, what my policies are. So here you can find information about missed classes or grade breakdown, getting help. I will talk about the use of artificial intelligence or AI extensively. So we'll have lots of conversations about that and what's okay to use, what's not. I do have a very definite philosophy on that, so I would like to share that with you and get your thoughts as well. And down here also just a link to the Office of Disabled Student Services in case you might find that helpful for any reason. And then at the bottom of this page, at the bottom of the syllabus, you'll see yet another list of everything coming up, including my drop-in hour reminder, which is right after class, holidays, and so on. So just take a look at everything and see what is most helpful to you. We don't really need to use Glendale Zoom very much in this class because we're an in-person class, but every once in a while I might create a Zoom hour, like if I feel like the class maybe needs help right before a paper and I want to do like an extra lecture. I'll say, hey, anybody who wants to join, come and pop into my Zoom hour this weekend. And sometimes students find that to be useful. And then beyond that, just the time to time, I'll make announcements, share information with you. So that's something that I don't do every day, but every once in a while. And then you can also find our discussion assignments under discussion. So it's just really a lot of different angles, a lot of different way to find the same information that you're going to find in the modules. Okay, later on in the class, I'll talk about how to look at your grades and how to read your grades. And also if you have questions on how to interpret that, we can do that. Okay, and then finally, I just want to talk about, I don't know if I can show you this without, let me leave the student view. Okay, so down here at the bottom of your navigation menu, you should have, I'm not seeing it here. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. Nope. Yeah, okay. So you should have, I think it's too far out of my page setting right here, the Pronto app. So it's going to look like a little text icon. If you click on that, you have access to our group chat. So we also will set up a class chat. So if you have questions and you need help immediately, that will go directly to my phone as a notification, and I'll try to help you, or someone else in the class maybe will answer your question even before I can. So just make sure that you check Pronto, and you can also download that onto your phone for easy access. Okay, so that's about it for now. Let me go back to my homepage. And as you think of anything that you would like to ask about, let me go back to student view, or if anything looks confusing here, if you're not sure about anything at all, bring it up in class. Let's talk about it and we'll figure it out together. All right, guys, thanks for listening.